Spoiler warning, Boysianers and Boysianettes. If you have not seen the latest episode to Arrow, you may want to get up off this video because I'm going to get into some spoilers. So hit, X out the window, X out this window, and then go watch it, get caught up, and then come back and join us. So that's your warning. Be gone. No more, no 2 second, delay. No, I'm not giving y'all 2 seconds. I mean, that was your warning. So you should have exited out by now. So here we go. So it turns out that Team Arrow needs Felicity's father's help, in order to stop Genesis from being set into motion, which is the nuke, basically, God's green Earth as we know it, and then Damien Dark knows that he's the only one who can basically hijack, get in there, and prevent this his plan from, from going, from I guess moving forward, and so they try to get him killed, and then luckily the Green Arrows saved him and snatched him up and then brought him, and well Team Arrow got to him first, so and they managed to get all of the nukes except for one, and Felicity was forced to change its course to I guess away from like a main city, and wow, I mean like that's crazy. I mean like I wonder what that's gonna do with her character like for the rest of the season and potentially in season 5. I mean, like that she just took, she took like 10 to what, 10,000 lives about like that, and like it was like the needs of the many outweighed the needs of a few. I mean, like that's the kind of situation that she was thrown into, and I mean that's got to be a heavier weight on her shoulders than, than let's say Dickel, who is still pretty shook up over being forced to kill Andy, and still feeling responsible for Laurel's death. Also, I mean, like for those two events to be happening around, like close together, and but that has nothing compared to Felicity, because I mean there were, that was a lot of people, that she basically killed there, by changing the missile's course, and like women, children, animals, and everybody. Like I mean that's got to be a lot to take on, and I wonder what that does with like I said, I wonder what that does with her character from there on. I mean, like how will she carry around that weight on her shoulders, and and I also love how her mom plays a pivotal role in like in this episode, where she's not just being there just to bat her her eyelids. I mean like I couldn't stand her when we first met her, but I have to admit, the more we saw her and the more she grew on me, I'm like, I mean, I can actually be homies with this girl. I mean, like, with this woman, and now I'm like, yeah. I mean, like, where is she? I miss her. So so I like how she Lance is able to open up, with her since there's really nobody else for her to for him to talk to. I mean, Sarah is gone. She's off. Time traveling with with everybody on Legends of Tomorrow, and Laurel was killed. So he basically has he has nobody else to talk to other than Felicity's mom, and I like how they have that chemistry. So I ship those two. I really do. You know what's really funny? How the parents of both Oliver's exes are basically together. Isn't that pretty weird? I mean, not in a bad way, but it's like in a funny weird though. um, and also, so I guess Anarchy, resurfacing. He just happens to be there. Happens to be in the underground, like in the underground base that Thea is being held in. He just happened to be there. I mean, like, there's an electric force field keeping people from coming in and going out. I mean, like, how did he get in there? Did he get in there when they took her down there? I mean, like, when did he? I mean, that had to be like when he I guess got in, but I don't know. It was just really random seeing them. It was just really random to me. I don't know if that's necessarily like lazy writing. Like I might, I mean, like, um, realistically, he had to have snuck in like when Thea, was being brought in. I don't know. I mean, but I guess they just have really either it's lazy writing or Damien Dark hired really shitty guards. So you can take your pick which one it is. But uh so I gotta say, like, this. I mean, like, as I was watching this episode, I'm thinking to myself, two things that were basically flaws to me. Like, one is like, okay, these flashbacks are getting more pointless, after almost every episode. I mean, the last flashback that really made sense to me was probably when Laurel died, and where Oliver was thinking back to when Tommy died and how him and Laurel had gotten close before he decided to go back to the island. And before that, the episode like where you see how he met John Constantine. So those were the two very relevant, flashbacks in this season. Other than that, it's just like, okay, what is that? What is, well, like even in this episode, I'm like, what does that have to do with what's going on right now? Can we just go back to the present? I want to know what happens. Damn it. And I think most of the flashbacks are lazy writing. I mean, it's cool to touch base on, the statue that Damien Dark has and whatnot, and etc. I mean, other than outside of that, John Constantine and the Laurel flashbacks, they're just pointless. I mean, like, I would be happy if you didn't show any more flashbacks till like maybe the season finale, maybe. Like, give us an episode off from it. I mean, seriously. um, Also, and Malcolm Merlin, though, I mean, like, he always had a relevant role in each season. Like in season one, he's basically the main villain. And season two, like, you discovered that that he is Thea's father, and that's gonna come into play at some point. And then he eventually, he corners her at a moment of weakness while Deathstroke's army was taking over, Star City, and he saved her, and then he trains her, and you're wondering if she's gonna become like him during that. But and in season three, that stretches out a bit, and and then you find out that he basically screwed Thea over by making her kill Sarah. And that was really really weird. Like, okay, like you claim to love your daughter, but you have her do this, and Ra's al Ghul is gonna basically go after her for it. I mean, come on. I mean, like, yeah, you're daddy of the year, but and then afterwards he becomes the new Ra's al Ghul, and then that stretches out a bit in half of this season, and then and then that all goes out the window. He's no longer Ra's al Ghul. Now he's just a big crybaby, like, and who went too far when he told Damien Dark about Oliver Queen's son. Told him about William, and then, oh man. So now all he is just a snot nosed, character who tells his daughter, like, I do these terrible things because I love you. I do them to protect you. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's all it is. It's just repeat. I do these terrible things because I'm protecting you. All this, everything he does, this because I'm protecting you. I mean, I don't know. He has no meaning to be there. He's just there to be there now. So I mean, like, so those are the two flaws for me. But I do like how I do. I mean, I had a feeling that we could trust I guess the calculator or Felicity's dad, whichever you want to call him. Trust him to help the team stop the nukes from falling, from dropping. But I mean, because he's basically a thief, he's not like that kind of villain who wants to destroy want the planet to be destroyed, and then he'll still get what he wants, like in the end after that. That's not how he rolls. So yeah, so I mean, like, why wouldn't he want to help out, stop that from happening? And besides, I mean, if he claims to love his daughter, he took a bullet from her, for crying out loud. I mean, come on. So, and I actually found myself liking this guy, like, at the end of the episode. No. So, I mean, it was pretty decent. It wasn't the greatest episode, but it was still pretty decent. So, it gets three, a 3.5 chair spins out of 5. 1, 2, 3.5. So, yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts on this episode and let me know what you think. What do you think of Malcolm Merlin's evolution through the series, like I broke down, and how do you think that, like, killing all those people is gonna take, weigh in on Felicity? I mean, I can see that's gonna take her probably in a much darker place than I guess than Diggle. But and also with Diggle, I don't agree with him, lying to Lila about why he killed Andy. Like, because it was self-defense. He was ready to pull a gun on me. Just tell her that you did it because he threatened your safety and your daughter's safety. I mean, like, why would she resent you for that? For protecting your family. I mean, like, I don't get it. I mean, even Oliver was like that. Like, keeping secrets. Yeah, that's what destroyed my relationship with Felicity. And I mean, I don't want to see that happen with them. I don't want to see their marriage destroyed because of that small little lie. But I mean, she would have understood. I mean, like, she's not. I mean, she's not an idiot. I mean, she would have understood. I mean, like, come on. I don't know. I mean, I just think that's, like, wrong. I think that was a wrong direction to go with Diggle. But I don't know. Leave your thoughts on that. So if you enjoyed this review, thumb up the video. Make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel. We got 2 more episodes to go. Oh, man. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.